Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Under Sheriff Andrew Walsh from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I want to thank you all for being here today as we discuss this year's Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix. You know, having the experience that we had last year with the event, that has played a key role in our preparation for this year's event. And we've listened to the feedback that we received from the community, both the public and the private sector, and we've made a few adjustments in our plans, obviously, to keep everyone safe. We spent countless hours with all of our partners that you see here today in the planning for the safety of our spectators, the drivers, the pedestrians on the strip, and everyone that's going to be in the area during the race. We also do this while making sure that we keep the entire Las Vegas community safe during race weekend. And I want to thank all of the federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies, the fire departments, the medical community, all the first responder community that works side by side with us, not just for this event, but for all of the big events that we do here in the Las Vegas community. So just like last year and just like with all the big events that we experience, we're going to have a large contingent of police officers both in the area of the race, inside the track, and outside on the strip. And as you all know, we're no stranger to handling large events like this, but the footprint of this race obviously makes this a unique challenge for all of us. So in addition to all of the officers that you'll see out there in uniform, you're going to see hundreds of private security employees working with us each night inside the track and out on the pedestrian bridges. And this year, we have worked with the Las Vegas Grand Prix to install safety enclosures and barriers inside all of the pedestrian bridges, both on the public side and on the private side. And these enclosures are upgrades from the safety film, if you remember that from last year. This is an upgrade from the film that was used on the bridges last year. And the reason for these enclosures is twofold. First, for the driver's safety, we need to ensure that people do not have the ability to throw anything down onto the track during the race. And second, we want to make sure that the pedestrian traffic in and around the strip has the ability to flow during the event. And these enclosures have been used in other Formula One races around the world, but most recently, the Formula One race in Miami. And like with New Year's Eve, our officers will be strictly enforcing the ordinances that we have in place for that event. So for the Formula One event, there's no glass bottles allowed on the strip, no strollers or carts, no large bags or backpacks, nothing that's larger than 12 by 12 or 6 inches will be allowed. And we put this out there again and again, so we want to generate, we'd like to generate some voluntary compliance with that. That's a distraction for all the officers and security personnel. When people come down with large items in bags, we have to step away to deal with that as opposed to pay attention to the race and to the crowd. The race folks will also provide some additional information on prohibited items that will not be allowed during the race. And all of this information is being shared at the airport, it's being shared through social media, and it'll also be on the marquees located in and around the tourist corridor. So road closures are obviously a big topic for this. So again, just like last year, the same footprint, the road closures will include portions of Las Vegas Boulevard, Koval Lane, Harmon Avenue, and Sands Avenue. And the event will run from Thursday, November 21st through Sunday, November 23rd. And the road closures will begin each day at 3 p.m. and a hard closure for each of these roads will be at 5 p.m. The track will reopen every night, hopefully by 12 midnight, and with a goal of having the road open each day by 4 a.m. It just depends on how quickly the crews can work to reopen the roads. And just like last year, the FAA is implementing a no drone zone, so there'll be no drones allowed to fly in and around the race area. If a drone is found, the operator of that drone could face a fine of up to $30,000 and confiscation of the drone, and also criminal prosecution. So this event, like a lot of the events we do here, brings a worldwide spotlight to the Las Vegas community, and that's where we need the help of the media, and we need the help of residents, tourists, and people who work in and around the tourist corridor. We need your help. As always, if you see something, say something. Something looks suspicious, something looks out of place, please make sure you alert a security guard, a police officer, a paramedic, a fireman, anybody. Get that information out to the first responder community as quickly as possible. Call 911 if necessary, and there's also the See Something, Say Something hotline, which is 702-828-7777. That number is 702-828-7777. And that number is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So while we pay close attention to what's going on in the Strip, it's important for the community to know that we have enough officers and we'll have a large presence in and around the neighborhoods where we all live to make sure that we're safe in our community outside of the Strip. And with everyone's cooperation, just like last year, we'll make this Formula One Grand Prix event in Las Vegas a great event for everyone. So now I have the pleasure of introducing my friend and partner in this event, Clark County Vice Chairperson William McCurdy II.
Thank you, Under Sheriff Walsh. Clark County is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department as well as other agencies to host this year's Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix next week. From the Super Bowl to concerts, conventions, and other sporting events, public safety is always our top priority when we host these large-scale events. I want to thank everyone for their dedication, and specifically the dedication of our county staff and all the agencies we work with on a daily basis, from RTC to NDOT, again to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. We have a can-do spirit in this community that makes us the best place in the world to host these major events. With this 3.8-mile racetrack circuit on the Las Vegas Strip and surrounding resort corridor, the Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix is in a class of its own. Planning starts months in advance with the county manager, Metro, our fire department, our public works department and business licensing department, and other agencies throughout Southern Nevada to ensure that the safety and the success of these events is our top priority. One of the secrets of our success is we learn from each event. We work together to continually improve our event planning processes. And in the case of F1, we've been proactive in communicating with the public about impacts in setting up the circuit. And most of the work to install track barriers, lighting, and other components of the track have been done during overnight hours to minimize the impacts. Our Public Works Department also has worked closely with event organizers and agencies doing work in the resort corridor area to coordinate work schedules to limit impacts. We also want to thank the traveling public for their partnership and their patience. It is important to remind everyone that travel around the resort corridor will be challenging during race week with scheduled road closures. Motorists should anticipate traffic delays and consider alternative routes. You can visit the F1LasVegasGP.com. Again, that address is F1LasVegasGP.com website for detailed information about the schedule for race events and when the track will be active. We encourage everyone, and I repeat, we encourage everyone to opt in to receive traffic notifications and updates through a SMS text service that Clark County established in partnership with the Las Vegas Grand Prix. To receive text alerts, you can text F1LV, again, that is text F1LV, to 31996. To ensure public safety, staff from the county departments and other agencies will be ensuring and working throughout race week to ensure that this event is as successful as can be, before, after, and during the event. Clark County's Multi-Agency Coordination Center, which is operated by our Emergency Management Division within our fire department, will be active in monitoring events and support Metro and other agencies to respond to any needs they may have up to and around the event, and to help fulfill any requests they may have. Our fire department will have staff deployed on the Strip to support the event, including mobile medical carts and fire suppression resources. Staff from our Public Works Department will be ready to respond to any issues that may arise with traffic signal infrastructure or to address any repair issues on the public infrastructure. As the sheriff mentioned, we also want to remind the public that our special events ordinance to protect public safety during big events on the Strip will be in effect throughout all periods when the road closures are in effect. Items not allowed during these events include bottles, large bags, strollers, and coolers. Now I would like to invite up Lori Nelson-Kraft, F1 Las Vegas Grand Prix Senior Vice President, to talk more about preparations for the event.
Thank you, Vice Chairman McCurdy, and thank you, Under Sheriff Walsh, for all you and your team are doing. In 1 week, Formula One enthusiasts will descend on the world's most incredible destination to merge the thrill and speed of Formula One with the iconic Las Vegas Strip in the heart of the entertainment and sports capital of the world. Las Vegas will once again be on the world stage, hosting a 3-day spectacle that combines the premier international motorsport with entertainment, fan activations, and culinary offerings. Our highest priority is keeping our attendees and the community safe while ensuring our guests have a fantastic experience. The programming includes a 3-day event that includes practices, qualifying sessions, and the race itself. We have added a support race in the Ferrari Support Race Series that will be in addition to the regular race. We are introducing a free fan festival. It's across the street from Wynn Las Vegas, and it is the Friday and Saturday of race weekend from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and we have 70,000 free tickets that are out among locals and our visitors. And we'll have live nightly entertainment in different aspects of our event footprint, including nightly concerts at the Sphere Zone. As one of the few city circuit races in the worldwide Formula One racing schedule, these race cars will travel throughout our 3.8-mile track through 17 turns, 50 laps at speeds of more than 200 miles per hour. It can't be reiterated enough that this event would not be possible without the partnership and collaboration among several public and private agencies to create a safe and secure event. We're deeply appreciative of Clark County's leadership, from the county manager's office to our county commissioners, the fire and public works departments. And here at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, under Sheriff Walsh, you and your team have simply been outstanding, and especially the Special Events Division, led by Lieutenant Kendall Bell and Captain Sims. They have been integral in our plans to ensure that our local community, the entire resort corridor, and our event have the coverage they need throughout this 3-day event. We deeply appreciate all the businesses in and around the circuit and all of you working together with us throughout our circuit installation. From a safety and security standpoint inside the track, we have a governing regulatory body in the FIA, and they manage and oversee all on-track safety measures for all the motorsport organizations. And our Event Week Operations Center, that we refer to as EWOC, will work closely with our Metro colleagues at Switch and our MAC Command Center, led by Chief Billy Samuels. This is a walking race for our guests. We will be offering several rideshare locations that we recommend, from Tuscany Suites and Casino, Park MGM, Howard Hughes Center, Las Vegas Convention Center, and Virgin Hotels Las Vegas. The Las Vegas monorail will also serve as an important mobility, and locals have the ability to purchase dollar fares for one way, and those can be purchased at their stations, at the majority of their stations. Go to their website to learn more. And appreciation to the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority for its employee mobility program. It will offer park and ride services to all the hospitality employees in and around the circuit. The mobile app is key for all the event information, from the ticket to walking paths to push notifications if any real-time updates need to be provided. We do also have our own bag policy. Totes and backpacks must be transparent, no larger than 12 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches. Small handbags and fanny packs that aren't transparent, no larger than 6 inches by 9 inches. And diaper bags are permitted when accompanied by an infant. All of our guests will be subject to a courteous screening upon entry. In order for our guests to re-enter the event, that will be available to them nightly until 9 p.m., and they must make sure to scan out their mobile ticket in order to re-enter. And finally, any additional prohibited items will be listed on our mobile app. Once again, we thank you, and we look forward to hosting an incredible week here in Las Vegas. Thank you. Turn it back over to Under Sheriff Walsh.
So thank you, Commissioner, and thank you, Laurie. At this time, while we have everyone here, we'll take a few questions if there are any from the media. Yes?
How many police officers do you anticipate being in the track corridor?
So we get asked that at every one of these, and I'll just give you the same answer that we always say is we don't put out a particular number, but the number, it would be very high. It'd be hard pressed to say that you're going to go very far without seeing a police officer. But for operational security reasons, the number of officers and where they're deployed, we don't put out publicly. Yes.
This will be the first F1 since the law came into place regarding pedestrian crossings above. Do you plan on officers being needing to use that law for issues?
No, I think what we learned from last year's event is with the help of security, the pedestrian flow on the bridges, we don't have issues on the bridges where we'll have to use that law. It's there if we need it, but I don't predict us having to use that or enforce that. The idea, though, is to keep the pedestrian traffic flowing. Yes?
You mentioned FAA has rules about no drone zones. Will Metro be using its own drones for surveillance at any point?
Yes.
For Ms. Kraft, you said there were 70,000 tickets for locals. Do you know how locals would take advantage of that?
Thank you. Let me clarify. So that is for the fan experience Friday and Saturday. Back in August, we put out on the Ticketmaster platform the ability to secure those free tickets within 48 hours. Those tickets were gone. We saw an even split among the local community as we did visitors. There could be some magical tickets that appear, but right now they have all been secured. And we're thrilled to be able to host so many people over those 2 days.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Are there any concerns of human trafficking at an international event like this?
Yeah, there's always the concern of that, and we've had programs in place, and we have folks that focus on that. It's a sad thing that our community can be known for that from time to time. That comes up at every one of these events, and our vice section and our officers are trained and aware of what to look for, and that's another thing, too, in the See Something, Say Something program. If people see things that indicate that somebody might be in that type of distress, is to make sure you grab a police officer or call us. Yes?
I know, Sheriff Walsh, you said that you guys spend a lot of time planning for this event. Can you tell us what that entails?
Well, since the event ended last year, there's been at least 10 meetings a month, it seems like, where we get together with everybody. I don't think it ever ends, the planning, because what we learned from other events as well can be implemented in this. Since this event happened here last year, we had a New Year's Eve, then we had the Super Bowl. So a lot of things that we learn as we go on and a lot of feedback from the community, it's continual. There doesn't seem to be an end to this planning process for these large events. And before I wrap up, I just want to say that Clark County Fire Chief John Steinbeck is here, and I'm a little disappointed you guys didn't have any questions for John, as he moves very close to the end of his career and goes on to something else. But if I don't have the opportunity to say thank you to you for everything that you've done over the course of your career, and I don't know if I just made your retirement public either, but I don't know how often I'm going to run into you with these things, but you've been a great partner and a friend to me, and you've done great work, and without your help and the help of your staff, this wouldn't be successful. So thank you, John. Appreciate you. All right, thank you all for coming.